Hey lovely people. Right. Issue 64. Deathmarks. There's the plastic. There's the bases. Put all these to one side. Let's have a look at the magazine, shall we? Okie then. Right. Battle games in the 41st millennium. So we get our Necron Deathmarks data sheet. Sniper Assassins. Synaptic Disintegrator. The devastating long-range weapon is designed not only to burn through enemy armour, but also disintegrate the neural pathways of those it strikes. That's nice. Enhanced ocular unit. So they've got a single baleful eye in the centre of their forehead there. So there's the data sheet, well, the combat record for it. Artemis, Watch Captain of Talasar Prime. So, Death Watch. And Ortan Cassius. He's got his own kill team, because I'm sure it was Cassius that was in the when they re-released Kill Team. Not Kill Team. Was it? Or I can't remember the name of the box set now. But it was the Gene Stealer Cults and the Monopose Kill Team for the Death Watch. I'm sure that's his kill team. Battle from a Crag. I'm missing. Sorry, I'm skipping. So War Zones, First Tyrannic War. War Zones 12, First Tyrannic War. High Fleet Behemoth. Okay, and Battle from a Crag. Now we're going to build our Deathmarks here. So the look okay. I mean, I like the fact that these guys, the legs are a pair of legs and not like the oh crap, Necron, the slasher buddies that hang skin off. God, crap, my memory's going. What the fuck are they called? I'll think of them in a minute. Flayed ones, that's it. So not like the flayed ones where you had to glue the hips onto the legs. So these are nice, should be nice and easy to do. But then we get our paint guide. So yeah, nice. And then Faction 02, Space Marine rules, deployment abilities, combat squads, death from above, concealed positions, tutorial, and then concealed positions. Faction 03, Necron's rules for the Necron tier. The Royal Court, dimensional translocation, living metal. And then there's tutorial, dimensional translocation. And then we've got our power data sheet for our Deathmarks. So they've got a 5-inch move. They are a 3+ weapon skill, 2+ ballistic skills you would expect from snipers. They're strength 4, toughness 5, 1 wound, 1 attack. They've got a leadership 10 and a 3-up save. So, interesting data sheet. Veteran 05, right, a rallying cry. Several key officers have been slain by Necron assassins, causing the Imperial advance to stall. High-ranking commanders have been dispatched to the front lines to rally their troops and press the advantage. Operating so close to the front line is fraught with risk. However, the assassins are still at large, and the opportunity to eliminate a key element of the Imperial command chain will prove tempting indeed. Necrons, targets of opportunity. The Necron Overlord's phalanxes have been ordered to strike at high-value targets, preventing Imperial command from rallying their warriors and striking a blow against the humans' morale. With their Dolmen Gates still bringing reinforcements into the war zone, time is firmly upon the side of the Necrons. Imperial, a question of morale. The armies of the Imperium are comprised of many factions. Some, such as the mighty Ultramarines, are all but immune to fear. Others, however, are not so strong of will and advance, and the advance has stalled. Imperial commanders must reach the front line and use their inspirational skills to rally the broken. So, rallying the troops, mission briefing. Imperial commander leads from the front, inspiring their troops with loud rhetoric and violent action. The Imperial commanders must reach key positions on the battlefield and rally nearby defenders. The Necrons seek to stop them and have dispatched Deathmarks to eliminate the enemy's leaders. So it looks like we're playing with the dark grey side of the battle map that came with issue 58. So it's going to be a small edge. We're deploying in opposite corners. And we're using our Hemotrope reactor and all of the Sector Mechanicus ruined buildings that we've collected so far on that, and it's 25 power the game. So there you go. That was issue 64, slightly out of sync. Let's bring you down. We'll have a look at the plastic. We have looked at this sprue before when we built the Immortals. But yeah, it's still a nice sprue. What year is this? Where are we? Games Workshop, 2011. So with this one, we're going to be using these backs for the Deathmarks rather than these, which were for the Immortals. These are the weapons for the Deathmarks. They look really good, really, really good. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I really like those. Then obviously the legs. It is a shame that Games Workshop don't perhaps have more of a proliferation of walking or running legs within their stuff. We're going to be using these heads with the single baleful eye in the centre, which means that those will be spare. So if you want to, you can add them as decoration to bases and stuff like that. And then you'll obviously have quite a wealth of weaponry left over, as well as some torso backs for your Necron pile. But yeah, there you go. That's it. I mean, these arms are just one piece. You've got obviously the left arm supporting the foregrip, but unlike many of these weapons that were for the Immortals, these are all in one piece, whereas the weapons for the Immortals you had to you really did have to build them up, which was a bit of a pain, but that was okay. So there you go. That's that. So come back in a sec and we'll build a Deathmark. Get a Deathmark built. Yeah, let's do that. See you in a sec. Hey, right. Started to get ahead of myself, so I do apologise for this, but I've already glued the legs to the base. I do like to glue legs to bases where possible and then build the torso up. So these essentially are our constituent parts. We've got the rifle, the supporting arm, we've got a tube, a cable for the rifle, the head, the back of the torso, front of the torso, spine, legs and base. Right, so those are the bits and pieces. So I'm going to start with, I've already glued the legs together, so I'm now going to start with the torso. Onto the onto the back like so, and then I'm just going to pop the front on. And that's essentially our main part of the torso built. Just let that go off a sec. So the rifle, most of the rifles are actually the same part, and I'm just trying to get a feel for how this one's going to go on here. So it looks like I'm going to try and maybe, because of the type of legs that I've got, maybe see if I can just angle that down slightly, and hopefully that won't be too bad. So pop that on there, pop this left arm in and towards the wrist joint. Okay, so I think that's going to be, now these, putting these arm and wrist joints together on these rifles is probably the most difficult bit, as you can see. So just trying to get that like thus. Right, and then you're going to have to leave that for a little bit to just go off. So what I'm going to do is just quickly pop in the cable. So there's a second cable. The rifle's already got one. It's just a U cable here that pops in like so. So that's that. Now this is slightly awkward, so what I'm going to do is just have a look and see. Yeah, so the head's going to be the last thing I do on this, to obviously, because I want to get a feel for the way that the body is moving before I put the head in. And I think we'll just go with that. And then, as long as you're a little bit dexterous, you can just pop the head in like so. So there you go. Right, so obviously I've built the rest beforehand, and you'll see these in the cover photo for the video. But yeah, there you go. That's the 5 Deathmarks built. Necron snipers. Hopefully you'll join me in the next video. Alright, take care. Bye bye.